Here, back with another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, depending on when you're watching this, live stream or YouTube video. Well, for watching this part by this point, because I haven't told anyone that I was doing this pre-starting the recording, you're seeing this part as an actual video. Let me just put my guitar down. I've just been with my guitar doing a bit of homemade relicking, which it's going to take a while to fully complete. Yes, we are about 4 turns or so later than last time, and we are now at war with Britain. And before I do anything to said war with Britain, I need to put up in the self-promotion this stream. Streaming on YouTube again. Now back into the game. So, we are at a positive budget with our 63 battleships, which, during the brief time that they were off, the battleships had actually gotten refits in 1906 with the Better Krupp. The Better Krupp, I think I did for these guys, they got 3. Yeah, these guys have all got 3.1s now, which actually leads me into the first thing I'm going to do in this episode. I'm going to be making a destroyer class with 4.7-inch guns, using the excuse of there were 4.7-inch guns from when we removed them off the old ship, the battleship. 9 for 9 tons. Speed at a respectable 35 knots. Front tower in place. I've also set the research priority to being on turret mechanisms, because I'm not going to be making my next battleship of any sort until I have super firing and then when I have super firing on large ships, as right now I can only use super firing on DDs, I will then get a new dreadnought. That's kind of why I've got a battleship design there that isn't in use whatsoever, which, if you watched the last episode, you would know about that. Enhanced reloads, 18-inch torpedoes at increased, and as I like doing so in the Italian playthrough, I always go with fast torpedoes. The guns go to 4.7, and we are overweight. What do you mean we're overweight? We're no longer overweight. Give these things good quarters to hide the fact they're death traps. Bulkheads are okay. Okay, the Cerise, I think? Yeah. Cerise class is ready to go into service, and Ah, God, I think I got some... Yeah, in my left eye a bit is some small bits of wood dust from that, the guitar. I'm going to build 10 of these because, why not? And they'll be using a mix of the 4.7-inch guns that were on my battleships, oldest battleships as secondaries, and new ones that have been built. But yeah, everything is still the same within the 4 turns, basically. I'm just saying this one thing though, I'm glad I did the speed upgrades to my old battleships when I did, because one of the new updates makes it difficult to do that, and we have one superimposed gun, so we can do the type of design I want to do. I will still keep on gun layout though. And I hate that even though I don't have anything under those designs, I still can't delete those designs. Like, I've gotten rid of all torpedo boats in my entire navy. Right, so we're in June now, which is the month of my birth, actually. Transport cap is at the maximum it can be, 200%. And it won't let me increase it at all. Dockyards are still being built up to 32,000 tons. Research, a new 11,000 ton cruiser which obsoletes 2 hulls. Destroyer, nothing major there yet, I don't know. Hull construction, nothing major there. Research not clear yet. Explosives, TNT-1 is early mixture, is on the way. Shells, research on those are doing okay. Armor quality research, next is going to be Krupp 4, which we're really early for Krupp 3 armor, so I'm not going to be researching on armor layout, or I believe we're really early on the Krupp armor. But yeah, if Britain wants to fight me, they're going to have to send ships, and they are sending ships, but it's mainly for our friends over in Austria-Hungary. Yeah, then I also have Corsica as well, which we have no ships there either. But I'm thinking now, if we beat Britain here, and then take Valencia, Gibraltar, and Cyprus, yeah, we'll declare war on France again, why not? Yeah, after our peace treaty, France only has 3 of the very fun explodey heavy cruisers, 4 of the somewhat decent light cruisers, and 5 torpedo boats, which all their other ships we took and then scrapped immediately. But yeah, if we could take Cyprus, Malta and Gibraltar, if we win this against Britain, we should be all fine. Okay, convoy mission. That's what I see we have right now. Against us and France, with more than likely, considering it's one of my light cruisers, it's more than likely going to be a 96 Quite Bitter Beings light cruiser. Although I wouldn't be sure on that front. Is it a convoy we're defending? It's us attacking convoy. And it is indeed is indeed both of them 96 Quite Bitter Beings class. Well, they're not officially known as the 96 Quite Bitter Being class, but I call them that because of the resemblance, well, to the fact that, yeah, there are 96 ships in the class. And that's why I call them the 96 Quite Bitter Beings. Why the hell are they turning like this? Normal. Move normally. I don't care if they're not in proper formation. They'll get in formation. Enemy spotted to the east. The light cruisers are making their way, although a bit late, a bit behind. It's a torpedo boat. One of their very few that didn't actually get peace treated out of their service. Or peace treated and or destroyed out of service. They got overpenned, so they're flooding right now. That's the closest CL they have to us. So I'm saying we attack that with our two destroyers and our torpedoes set to aggressive. Well, we've gotten the usual appearance of my dog on my bed. Hey, Jack. Torpedoes away. Torpedoes lost. Torpedo impact. They've lost engine power, and I think they're about to get a secondary torpedo sent towards them. You guys get out. Get out of there. I'll detach both of you. Get out. Yet we're about to lose one. The other is escaping with its life. And I mean it. It is escaping with its life. Because I'm keeping it on a course that is turning it away from the French. But I have a suspicious hint that some of their transports may be over this way or maybe up that way. The destroyer will go check that out while the light cruisers here will give this torpedo boat a little chat with the topic of the conversation being why they should have never have sailed out to sea in the first place. Well, of course, being careful of themselves not getting hit by the baguettes. The fast-moving underwater baguettes of the French. Hold on a second. I've just realised something. As we're going against Britain now, I need to figure out something of British cuisine that could work as shells. Because I know the British ships, their engines run on tea. That's about all I've got, really. Is that their engines run on tea. This battle for us right this very moment is a victory. Sinking due to ammo jets. Okay, my light cruisers are going to open fire on their lights now. These things though have... I didn't upgrade the light cruisers to Krupp yet, but they're still Krupp, which these guys haven't even discovered Krupp. Or if they haven't discovered it enough yet to effectively use it like we are. The Fortune is going to be engaged with the vanes and the torpedoes, which Le Fortune just took a hit. The Fortune is going down. I've just realised that's now going to be 2 of their 5 light cruisers gone, so France would only have 3 light cruisers left after this, and haven't even gotten to the British yet, so I don't even know what ships the British have or anything, but here's the thing as well, with our main belt being 5-inch, and with the plus armor quality, we actually can very much take a 6.1-inch shell with our armor scheme. Torpedo lost. And they've lost one right back at us. Slow down. It's a weakness of these things, is torps. Torps in close range. We have fully confirmed we cannot find where their transports are. Oh, they've taken another torp, haven't they? Yeah. The poor Monsbano, or whatever it's called. Or however it's pronounced. Monsbano. I'm going to say Monsbano, although I'm possibly horribly mispronouncing that. If anyone here watching either during stream or after stream by this point, knows Italian, please do put down in the comments if I was actually saying that correctly or not. I'd be really curious. Okay. So we lost 2, they lost 5. It's a victory for us. We lost one of the 96 quite bit of beans and one of our DDs. They lost their 3 light cruisers they brought here, and then 2 torpedo boats. So they should only have, if I'm remembering numbers correctly, 2 CLs left. total. But yeah, in terms of CLs, I really think the French ones they had, of all different types, were very good actually. Yeah, France has gotten a new battleship online. They've got 3 CAs, only 1 CL, and 3 torpedo boats. I expect us to be blockading them very shortly, because we still have the Pastors. 94 of the 95 CLs we have currently, and 50 destroyers. Update missions. I think I might actually be having a nap at this rate. Okay, we can't withdraw from that, and I'm not going to be sailing my lights against... Well, even though I know that... Ah! The British actually have actual DDs, although on the top left I thought it just showed they only had TBs, but... Then one group I want to go after next after this would be Germany, because then I could take Helgoland and spot to the east. We are larger. We are also, speed-wise, I hope, faster. We also have 5-inch guns. They, on the other hand, don't have 5-inch guns. The Tommy has spotted me. Let's see what the Tommies have done with theirs. Q, but we can take that. Only really, what, 2 really offensive guns, then... The only thing they have over us is an extra torpedo. And possibly higher caliber torpedo as well, because our torpedo is only 17 inches. Well, we'll see. Our gunners, be aggressive, open fire. The 1.1 inch main belt. And we'll find out what they have once we identify them. They have a 1.4 inch main belt. Same speed, lower displacement, torpedoes 17 inch. We went more gun heavy, they went more torp heavy. Yeah, they're faster speed, lower displacement though. Right. Ha ha ha! Last mistake there, guys. They have done textbook mistake number... I don't know the number, but they have fired their torpedoes when a target was already turning away. Also makes me think they got better Mark torpedoes. I have Mark II, they have also Mark II, but it seems that the British Mark IIs are quite a lot more. I don't know, bit better maybe? Well, we went with fasts, if I remember correctly. No, we're on standards. Okay. Accuracy boost, we're going down to 28 knots. Shoot. And Basil, with an inconclusive engagement, we now know the British actually have DDs. Yeah, it even says the top left they have DDs. Right. I'm going to see what their light cruisers are like via attacking, but defending my convoy, which is being attacked by the light cruiser Diamond. We're higher tonnage. That's the only thing I know. And if I remember so correctly as well, Britain haven't discovered Krupp. Yeah. Right, make the necessary course adjustment required. Okay, it looked like they've gone with gun heavy, although they've done a France and put high caliber guns on the stern. I'm going to assume the fact they have torpedoes. Yeah, they do. They do, and they send. Yes! Yes! Woohoo! We actually stand a chance against the British light cruisers, other than the French ones. Like, Like, yeah, originally, with the French ones, until we got the 96 quite, well, even with the 96 quite a bit of beans originally, they couldn't last against them, but by God, they have. And we have secured our first victory against the Brits. Three months' time, better 11s. Torpedo protection 2. Okay, we're in a state to go into the next turn. And I think France is going to be blockaded. Ah, there's a struggle and a task force mission. And task force is one of theirs against one of mine. I'll just auto-resolve that one because we all know it's going. It was more better for my side, but on the inconclusive action. But France have a battleship that is moving into an area where they are going to get ambushed by a whole bunch of ships, including and not limited to Pasteur class battleships. And honestly, thinking about it, I think Britain may, within their 16 battleships, have a dreadnought. This is one of my older battleships against their one battleship. I'm not going to do so. The battle. But seeing as their battleship went up and then just focused on something completely different, I'm moving that fleet back. Back into and we withdraw from that successfully. This one I am going to fight because I found my destroyers again. But here's the thing though, my destroyers are unintentionally cruiser killers. But that's one quite surprising thing, is that my destroyers are cruiser killers. With that surprising fact being known, I'm more confident with going with destroyers in cruiser battles. I think with this loading screen I might go back to very quickly go back to home relicking my guitar. Or is the game crashing? Please don't be a crash. Game, please don't. Don't. You dare. Okay, the game has frozen. I'm going to declare it crashed and we'll restart the game. Right, let me just put up the standby screen. Standby screen is now up, so then I can, you know what? No, I'll just keep the display capture up. Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Launching. In. Yep. Should be launching in A-OK, hopefully. Continue campaign. Although this light cruiser here is one of my older types, with the mix 5-inch, 4-inch layout instead of the mix 5-6 layout. Hopefully this time the loading screen doesn't take as long. This better not be happening again. Loading screen is taking too long here. Viewers, I'm going to have to restart the game again, and that battle is going to be turned from what I originally wanted it to be, of me fighting it, to an auto-resolve. And this time I can honestly blame the devs. Continue the campaign, and yeah, that one's gonna have to be auto resolved because of okay, one of my pastors has gone against their battleship Dreadnought and their light cruiser Argonaut. Now we get to actually see the British battleships and see if they do indeed have Dreadnoughts, although they wouldn't be known as Dreadnoughts because Britain only got new battleships after we did, through what I remember of the scene of the boards, but in this world, we are the first ones with Dreadnoughts. Right, I think I should stop doing the relicking of the guitar again until after this battle is completed. Who knew though that nail filing bit on nail clippers is actually really great for use on guitar relicking. That's a fact that no one here needs to know because I'm probably the only guitar player that'll ever be involved in this stream. Somebody in the comments is probably going to prove me wrong if they've taken the time to watch up to this point in the stream. Which if you have done, I thank you. Yep, that's a pre-dread. That's a pre-dread. And their light cruiser is one of these once again. I can leave it be for right now. But for this thing, with its armor as well as also it being corrupt free, it's gonna be mainly with British guns, pens, and well, semi-partial pens, or yeah, especially 12.2 inch guns, which Dreadnought actually is being blown out the water. This is definitely another episode of Pasta Class blows everything out of the water. And there are actually survivors this time because lifeboat's been launched. It's an outcome victorious. We are victorious. For very light damage, the British have had a battleship wiped off the face of the earth. As this is the one that seems to have problems with carrying on. Withdrawals a failure, so load in and shoot them down to the bottom of the sea. Ah, it actually loads this time. Yeah, this is one the 96, quite bitter beans, and this guy is how far out? Shit. How come they got that far out? Head towards the east, and there's our CL. Who I'm going to slow down to 21 knots. That's our cruise speed. So, weather stormy, gale, force winds, and very rough waves gives us a total accuracy disadvantage today of 50%. Now, can the light cruiser Carlo 2 and the destroyer, not even going to attempt to pronounce it, survive the vicious attack from the French? So, well, stay tuned to find out more, because they have encountered the French torpedo boat. No, French haven't discovered proper destroyers yet. Oh, and unfortunately the destroyer is still very far back. But what's this? The enemy torpedo boat is on fire and flooding. It's almost as if the Italian gunners are actually good. Which they are. And it seems the T-12 is not going to be much longer for this world. Still about over 9 kilometers away. Over to the left is the CL. Right, I mean, the CL. Shit! Damn French, he took my engines. Well, all but a small part of the engine room. Took my engine room. Yeah, he's also damaged me as well though, badly. We have to do something. Is there a pumping out water system? Thank you. End it now if I want to. I'm going to. It's a draw. France have gotten their own DDs now. They're large in size. What philosophy have they gone for? Britain philosophy of more torpedoes or our philosophy of more guns? Only way to find out. Is to go in and charge the lines. Charge the lines and hope for a victory. That's the horrible CAs. Right. Got our target. Torpedo hit, they've been damaged. Dragon. Dragon as torpedoes. Misfired, it seems, or well, failed in launch. That didn't really do anything against anyone. Ourselves or otherwise. Okay. The ambush is complete. We are going to be heading home. Oh. Mr. Frenchy here has decided to give us a bit of a visit. Already taken their captain, already given them flooding, fires. So, they went torp heavy. They went torp heavy. They went torp heavy. Their speed is worse than mine. Speed's worse than mine. Armor comparable. Their boilers had much more problems than mine. And the Dragone leads the squad out. One failed, one missed. We'll let him go. I have times 10 speeds available, good. Enemy smoke to the southwest, so what? End it. They only got 1 victory point. Now that's what I call success. We're winning against both France and Britain. Yeah, the Cairo was lost. Ah, the French have gotten better mark, 12-inch. Britain have built 2 more battleships. Torpedo gyroscope. We actually no longer need to focus on those. Okay. This one I'm going to do because it's one of the British light cruisers and British light cruiser versus myself. It's always, to this day still, ended in a British failure. I think my older destroyers need to go into refits for twin tubes. now aggressive. Hard to port. The hit Lion took has done more damage to them than I am had damage done to me. Although we've just taken another tube. Hey Lion, you might want to be careful of your porter. That was the DD that just did that. The day has been won. Yeah, a bit down to the destroyer, but it could be worse. Could be worse. I could be using Königsberg class cruisers. Real life Germany. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Electrical steering gear 1. Yeah, I'm just going to auto resolve these. Okay, ship design. I'm thinking now with the fact that we do indeed have the superimposed available to us, I am going to do a new Dreadnought on the Dreadnought 2 hull at the full 25,000 tons. Full 25,000 tons. Front tower, rear tower like so. So 1 and 2. 30 knots on turbines induced. We still only have coal, but could be worse. Right. Yeah. Induced turbines. Augs balanced. Electro-hydro 1. Crop 3. Anti-torque 1. Double bottom. Reinforced 1. Anti-glove 1. Citadel 1. We really do need to get more armor layout stuff. Stereoscopic 2, Hydro 1, 14-inch belt with 4.5 fore and aft. Decks are okay. Barbettes, medium superimposed like so, then centre line 13. Just thinking, where's the mirror tool? Right. This is going to be our newest battleship class. Hopefully, if I can sort out other things like that, ballistite, that, capped ballistic, capped, standard ratio. Speaking of secondaries, yeah, casemates. Bulkheads to standard, range can come down. After weight, then without that casemate there, it's a 4-weight. Full weight offset of 0.3. Five-inch Mark II guns, ballistite TNT, capped. Give this thing heavy shells and as much crew as possible. Yes. Now, these things, as I usually like with this Italian campaign, I'm going to be building lots of them, but not as insane as the pastas. These aren't going to have 50 ships. These are instead going to only have 20 vessels total. So yeah, we'd get 20 very new and very shiny battleships coming off the lines real soon. And I'm definitely thinking by this point now that other nations are getting dreadnoughts by this point. Should be. Shit, can't withdraw. It's gonna be a massacre, regardless of what way. Wasn't as bad as a massacre as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still a massacre. This one is an enemy cruiser has been caught operating without escorts. My cruisers are somewhat better than the French cruisers, as of late. So yeah, we will fight. To the northwest. That's it. Okay, slow to 21 knots. So that's our cruising speed. Aggressive, actually. Turn! Turn! Damn it! Slow down. Slow the down. Six knots is the max speed we can steam under. Okay, this is going to be great. It's a war of attrition that I aim to win. How fast can they go? They're only going 6.5. We're going 5.9. Right, now I'm going slightly faster than them. Yes! We somehow won that. Oh my god, we somehow won that. I was thinking for a sec we were fucked. They got sunk, we had heavy damage. Auto resolve that, because next turn. Why aren't I getting any of my battleships though into actual service? I don't know. Here's a thing that should get my battleships into service. Where is my there is the class that is known as the 96 Quite Better Beings, although there are no longer 96 of them. If I reduce the number of light cruisers I have out right now, because these ones go get armor upgrades, armor steering upgrades, armor steering hydro, and torpedo upgrades. And a new shell type added. And a new double bottom. This is a bid just to get any of my battleships into her battle right now. Right, research stuff. New electro-hydro turrets in 2 months. Layout stuff, it's... Okay, next turn, and then this, viewers, is going to be the end of this episode, because I feel like I need a small bit of a break. But next episode, it'd be... Yep, I'll just very quickly do this. Next episode, it would be back to... hopefully getting my battleships to actually get in fights, and the refits were so quick that it didn't really do much. Okay,